Some of us have become so self aware that we've fallen into the trap of performing healing and being performative about our healing instead of just actually living our own life. We're so acutely aware of the wants, wishes, hopes, dreams, needs of other people, the things that if we can do that for them, they'll be okay, that we immediately go into that space. And if you can go with me on this, we don't actually live. We're not actually living our own lives. We're just like radar out there waiting to do the next performance, the next healing, the next thing that we can do for somebody else. It's always good to be a giver. It's always good to be available and ready to help people. But it's not okay to do that at a level that you lose yourself, that you don't even have any self because you've lost it in the abyss of seeing everybody else and not seeing yourself. Maybe we've even gotten to the place where intellectually we know a lot about ourselves, but we're not really actually living it. Do you feel that? Do you know how easy it is? I know you do, to fall into the trap of performance, of expectation, of doing unto others so much that you don't also take care of yourself. So, what do? We end up explaining ourselves, sometimes too much. We get to the point where we know ourselves so well that we can tell people what we're feeling before we ever actually allow ourselves to feel it. And really, that's because feelings can be really messy, can't they? It it destroys our calm coolness, lets us show up as rough and raw and rugged. It can change your relationships because when we go from just always being there for everybody and never having any needs of our own, people, there's an old saying, you teach people how to treat you. People have learned to treat you that way, and they don't even see us anymore because honestly, we don't see us. It starts there. On the other hand, when we allow ourselves to feel the things we feel, it also forces us to be honest with people and say, hey, that really hurt what you did to me. Or, hey, it's not okay to do that. I know all too well. I know this one like the back of my hand, literally, because it's very easy for me to find myself in a situation with a person or people, but I'm thinking more specifically in specific situations where either A, I just continue to allow them to make me really feel less than, but say nothing about it. And therefore, am I really feeling it? Or push to the point where I break and then I explode. And then they're like, oh, wait a minute. In the book Boundaries, it talks about having fences, something that a person can see through, but they can't cross without permission. And I struggle with that sometimes. Hey, Tara, glad to have you here with us. We need to have the capability to be able to say no before it's too late. To say, this is what I need. Not because we're being selfish, because it's really, in some ways, even more selfless to let people know your truth and know who you are and show up as all of you, not just the servant slave you that does for everybody else and never takes care of themselves. It's hard. I know it is. But it's also so important because the world needs all of you, not just the parts that do for them. They also need all the parts and they need to know what you need too. So let me ask you, what's something that you know about yourself intellectually, but you really haven't, or you're just now beginning to actually learn how to live it out, live it emotionally, be real and open and honest with people about it? What are those things? I'd love to hear from you. I'm so grateful for every time you join me. I hope you are happy, safe, warm, and loved. And that absolutely, until we're together again next time, that you have a great week.